There's so much at stake. You could feel the pressure at Allianz on Sunday afternoon. After 3 straight losses, Manly's finals hopes were hanging by a thread, and one more loss would be fatal.
Anthony, thank you so much for your time. You've lost 3 in a row now. You need to keep winning to have any chance of making finals. How do you keep your season alive today?
No, thanks for that. That's a good reality check there, Jake.
Oh, he's quick. He's got speed. He got away from Coruscant. He got away from Bonner. What a start. Coruscant off a quick play. The ball may. Batted on. Adam Daly Cherry-Evans loses the ball. Tigers come up with it. Fainu and then Toa. And now for the corner to Rob Skelton. Luai. Kick. Knocked on by Manly. Coruscant very wide. May to Ruba.
Yeah, with everything on the line with regard to our season, like to perform like that, which was way below our best, was disappointing. That was our worst performance for a long time.
Cherry-Evans wants it short side. He'll take it on himself and put it over the fence. The Tigers have won 9 for the season and counting.
We're now hoping to make the finals, which is not where you want to be. So definitely wanted to finish with a finals campaign, but yeah, that's obviously looking really unlikely now.
Tigers 26. Seagulls 12.
That was a turning point thanks to Ashley and Martin Medical Hair Centres. A crushing blow for Manly and doubts growing over DCE's move to the Roosters. We've got a bit to unpack here with DCE and coach Anthony Seibold. Let's start with DCE. And yesterday, Gordy, wasn't a good day for him.
Yeah, called the game on Triple M and about 3/4 of the way through. You know, not often you can watch a game and don't know the answers, and watching Manly, I didn't know the answers. They weren't connected, they weren't playing for each other, and all the little 1%ers of stuff that normally the players pack just weren't there. So I don't know where they go from there.
Yeah, look, Gordy, I'm really worried now about the Cherry-Evans situation at the Roosters. I know we're going to get to that, but I'm now coming to an opinion that it might be. I want to start off by saying I hate seeing champions and great players struggle at the back end of their careers and not knowing the appropriate finish line. And I would love to see Cherry-Evans right now consider retirement, retire as a one-club champion legend at the Manly Seagulls. Don't go to the Roosters, it'll cost him a few bob. Don't go there and knock a young local junior who's on 80 grand out of the Roosters side. I think PR-wise, it'd be a much wiser decision for Cherry-Evans to pull up and Reedy. I just don't think he's playing well enough, and next year at 37 years of age...
The PR battle's lost, Buzz. It was lost months ago, the PR battle. He's lost that. That's gone. You can't win that back. And I think at the moment he's in a toxic environment, and it's a toxic environment of his own doing because of the way he's handled it. And I think he's playing like a bloke who knows that he hasn't handled it well, and the situation hasn't been handled well. And I think when he gets out of Manly and ends up at the Roosters, I think he'll be a completely different footballer. I think you'll see more of the Daly Cherry-Evans than we know.
Normally, so you said it's a PR, right? That's off the field. But
yeah.
On the field, normally, when stuff doesn't go your way, you can go out there and that's, you know, and that's your solace. That's where you've got your teammates. You can go out there and you can prove everybody wrong.
But Gordy, I think, you know, it's pretty clear that not every player in that football club is happy with what's happened and the way it got handled. And maybe to some players, when they've got the support of the entire playing group, it is their solace. But I don't think he's got the support of the entire playing group.
So should the club have made a tougher decision?
And done what?
Well, what do you think?
Well, Brady, I said at the time, it happened in round 4. Yeah. He got on another television show in his civilian clothes, announced he was quitting Manly at the end of the season, did not want to be there, and that was it, right? And Tom and Jake Trbojevic were a little bit critical at the time, said it was a decision they wouldn't have made. The Roosters jumped in after round 4. They'd been wiped by they were beaten 30-12 by the Titans. And they were of the opinion they needed a Cooper Cronk-style player to come into that football side.
I just want to go back here, Buzz.
Yeah.
You mentioned retirement. No one's really gone there. But you're saying he should retire.
Well, I'm saying he's 37 next year, and from what I've seen in the last 3 weeks and his sacking from the Queensland State of Origin side, I said to you, I hate seeing old players, and I have seen them over the years who played one season too many.
Do you think it's a realistic chance?
It would be, because of the money involved, and there's talk of $800,000 at the Roosters, it would be a hard decision to make.
Look, 800 grand's a lot of money. Daly doesn't need the money. He's flying, man. I mean, I don't think money's a big issue for Daly. I think he's going all right, and regardless of what happens, when all's said and done, I think at the end of his career, he'll find a job somewhere. He's not going to have to struggle for cash. I think for Daly, the big thing is I think he's got something left. I know we're not seeing it now, right? Because I think the environment he's in, and I stress, it's an environment he has created. The environment he is not conducive to him playing good football. I think when he gets to the Roosters, I think he's going to be so good for Sam Walker and Hugo Savala. I've seen him at training with Joey Walsh.
He can only be good for
young
one
half
of them, because there's not going to be
because
three
they can both learn it from Gordy. I mean, Joey Walsh, the young half, who's his backup there at the moment. You go to Manly trainings, see how much time Daly spends with Joey Walsh, just mentoring.
So you think he's
but
defensive?
Cooper Conk's there doing that.
Well, no, isn't Cooper going? I think he's going at the end of this year. I could be wrong.
So you think his defensive reads and areas where he's really struggled in attack as well and all that is just because of the environment he's in?
I think that's played a big part in the Braith, yeah. Okay. I don't think he's gone.
Really, I'm not sure. Did you watch Friday night the way Savala and Sam Walker combined?
Mate, I saw
and
it.
since Sam
I don't think Sam's playing.
hold on.
You told him that the rest of the year.
Going good, Sammy, love him.
But
what a player.
I forgot
about that.
Since Sam came back, the Roosters have found their halves. They really have. And they're about to sit down with Hugo Savala and substantially upgrade him for next year and beyond. He's a local junior. He and Sam Walker are the future of that club. Cherry-Evans has done nothing in the last 3 or 4 weeks to show that he's going to make much difference.
He's done nothing the last 3 or 4 weeks, Buzz, but you know what? He's done plenty over the last 15 years to show he's a hell of a footballer.
And no one's denying that.
And right now, he's a better player.
So is DCE at $800,000 better than Hugo Savala at $80,000?
Well, based on the past month, no. But I think the past month, you can't measure DCE on the past month, Braith.
At his
I think that's
age,
really unfair.
It's downhill.
Yeah.
You don't get another spike at that age.
If he's 22, you'd say it's unfair. If it's 25,
I think you've also got to consider the environment he's in, Gordy. And as I've said over and over again, I think the environment at the moment is not conducive to
the environment is
well.
going to be a lot better at the Roosters.
Yes.
I know how popular Sam Walker and Hugo are amongst the group. They've got a really tight-knit squad. They're knocking off Canterbury. They're storming towards the finals. A lot of teams are fearing them now. And they're a very, very happy club.
Reedy, do the Roosters need an $800,000 half right now who is ageing and not playing his best footy and is going to take up a hell of a lot of their cap? Do you think that's a good decision?
Well, that's a good question, Braith. I think for the long-term future of Sam...
Long-term? It's a one-year... Oh,
no,
sorry.
For Sam Walker and Hugo Savala, yeah. I think it's going to benefit those guys immensely.
Okay.